Today, I'm going to go through the content strategy that really unlocks things for our clients. Online fitness coaches have been taught content wrong their whole lives, and they are putting out boring, bland, stupid content that doesn't get clients. And this strategy that I'm going to walk you through is the first thing that we do with clients, and they go, oh my God, I've been doing this so wrong. So this comes down to marketing psychology. So coaches are making some major mistakes with their content, and I'm going to walk you through these major mistakes so you can look at it and think, is this me, and should I watch the rest of this video? Okay, first thing, education content. If the majority of your content plan is education content, you are going to struggle, and here's why. Most coaches make content about better ways to do things, okay? So how to train better, how to eat better with more advanced nutrition strategies. And that's fine, and it has its place in parts, but when I usually review a new client's social media, the problem that they have is every single thing that they post is about educating people on how to train better and how to eat better. And herein lies the problem. Let's say this is the total market of people that want to get in shape, that want to lose weight, that would buy personal training services. You are marketing to the very tiniest portion of this place that already trains really well, already eats really well, and they want to get that extra 10%. These are the only people that give a fuck about training and nutrition education content. The people that are already currently on a plan and want to get better results from the plan, okay? The problem is 90% of the coaching market is marketing to these people, okay? And I understand why. You want to work with people that are already doing it, that are already trying really hard, that are driven and motivated. The problem is everybody does that. So 90% of the market are marketing to 10% of the market. And the other problem is this market generally don't have as much pain. They don't need as much help. They don't look to a coach to like take them through a journey. They will likely watch your content and learn something from it and then just go and apply it to themselves. So when you're making that kind of educational content, the problem is you market into a very, very small section of people. You're competing against nearly everyone else in the market. And also the people that you're marketing to are the people that are more likely to just take your advice and implement it and get good results and not even need a coach. This is the market where the money is. The people that are trying sporadically, that are kind of trying, but really it's more of an effort and decision problem. They're just not taking the right actions to get them the results. And I'm going to show you how to do that as well. The second problem that people have is everything is about fitness. Every single thing on that page is about training, nutrition, fitness, in the gym everywhere, okay? And that's a problem as well, because when we go back to this pie, the only people that really give a fuck about fitness content is this 10% of people, okay? Everyone else that you want to market to, fitness is a necessary evil in order to get a result that they want, okay? So when they see content that's fitness, 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 they go, I don't really like this. I don't love the gym. I just go because I have to, because it gets me the results that I want. I don't now want to sit and watch content about fitness all the time because they don't really want to be educated. They don't really want to learn everything about training and nutrition. They just want to get results. And you will find there's a really key indicator if you're doing this kind of content is if most of the people that like your content are other personal trainers, that's a really, really good indication that you're doing this wrong. And the third thing that people do very, very wrong is they are too modest. You don't talk about yourself. You don't talk about the life that you lead because you've got on top of your fitness and you are in shape. You are afraid to put yourself on a pedestal compared to other people. Now, there are right ways of doing that and there are wrong ways of doing that, so you don't come across like a dickhead. But if you do not put yourself in a hierarchy where you're like, my life objectively is better than yours because of these reasons, nobody's going to want to follow you and be coached by you. So these are the three biggest mistakes that people are making, and I'm going to show you now how to fix it. You need to split your content up into 3 buckets. These 3 buckets need to answer a specific question that your market typically have in their head before they will sign up to you as a coach, okay? Because you have 3 sales to make as an online coach. The first method you have to sell is you. You have to sell that you are a person of authority and influence. You have to sell that your advice is worth listening to. You have to sell that you can lead this person to a place that they've never been before. And to do that, you have to show your life. You have to show your values. You have to show what else is important to you. You need to show all the other aspects of your life outside of fitness, all right? Because if you're a fitness coach for dads and all of your content is in the gym and all you do is work, and I see nothing about how good you are as a parent, how good your relationship is, how well your life is going, I'm going to look at you and think, I don't really want to take advice from someone whose life that I don't really know, and especially that I wouldn't want to live. And if you don't show your life values and the other things in your life that are important to you, people are going to make that assumption about your life on their own. And if you leave them to make that assumption about their life on their own, they are going to make excuses about why you're in shape and why they aren't, or why your clients are in shape and they aren't. For example, this guy must spend all day in the gym. This guy must be really boring to live with. His wife's probably not happy. He probably doesn't eat with his kids. This guy probably eats chicken and rice when he's on holiday. All of those assumptions people will make to make themselves feel better that you're in shape and they're not. And they won't go, oh, this guy knows more than me. They will look for reasons why. So you, in your content on a weekly basis, need to sell how good the other aspects of your life are, and your fitness does not impact them and does not detract from the life that they want, okay? So that's the first thing. I'll say it as well. The other thing is you should really be in the position that your clients want to be. So if you're selling weight loss, muscle gain, that kind of thing, you should probably be able to visibly demonstrate those things yourself, or at least have a portfolio of clients where you should demonstrate those. I'm not saying that you can't make any money and you can't have a business if you don't do that, but I'm telling you it will make your life much easier if it is, because then you can put yourself as that person that's like, I've got all of my shit together, I've got this figured out. The second thing you need to sell is the method, okay? Inherently, people don't find dieting and training hard very, very fun. You do, because you became a personal trainer. And you likely became a personal trainer because you fucking like the gym and you don't hate dieting that much. So you need to understand that when somebody's looking at buying into your service, they want to know what their life might look like if they sign up with you. They want to know the kind of things they might be eating. They want to know the kind of training they might be doing. They want to know the kind of sacrifices they might make, and they want to know the kind of things that they still can do really in their life. And that is all about your method, okay? So you need to make posts that show how you eat, how your clients eat, how you train, how your clients train, what your lifestyle is like around your training and nutrition, the things that you enjoy still, the things that you don't do, the decisions that you make to put yourself in the position that you need to be. And that is the second kind of content. This sometimes then does end up being educational content, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. It definitely isn't like, this is why doing 3 sets is better than 4 sets. Okay, nobody cares about that. They just want to know what your overall life looks like while you're on the plan. And then the third thing, and this is the biggest one, and this is why I've left it till last, because this is the one that people get wrong the most, all right? They go through this process and they do not sell the outcome. If you take one thing away from this video, it's this: you have to sell the outcome of the program, and you cannot assume that people know what the full outcome of a training plan is, okay? So you think, oh, the outcome's just being in shape. The outcome is having low body fat. The outcome is having better health. That's such an abstract thing to somebody that's never been in shape. Somebody that's never been in shape doesn't know what life is like when you are in shape. They don't know what life is like when you have proper structure and routine. They don't know the benefits of all of those things. Okay, they don't know how people look at you different. They don't know how different they'll feel. They don't know the other areas of your life that it's going to improve. And that is a problem. So one of the biggest buckets that you need to consider is you need to show the benefits of the result. And this comes down into a couple of key factors, okay? People want respect, they want good relationships, and they want stability in their lives. People sign up to coaching programs not because they're overweight. They sign up to coaching programs because they are overweight and They worry that people in work think they don't work hard because they're overweight. They worry that their wife might not fancy them as much and might start looking at other people. They worry that their kids are going to get made fun of because their dad's overweight, or that they've become overweight because their dad's habits have rubbed off from them and then people are picking on them. Okay. These are all factors why people sign up to programs. People sign up to programs because they're unhealthy and they're worried that they're going to have health implications later down the line. They're worried that they might die early. They're worried that their family might have a subpar life because they're not on top of their shit, because they're worried about their weight so much it's holding them back in other areas of their life. Those are the things that you need to show. Okay. So you need to make content around showing people how much life improves when you get these results. And this is something that's very, very poorly done as well. So those are three main buckets that you need to sell. Now, the way that you do this is with three different kinds of content. Okay. You do this through personal content. This is content about your life. This is content about things you enjoy. This is content about interests you have. This is posts about your family. All of those things come down to personal content. This is stories. These are just updates about what you've going on. All of those things fall into the personal content bucket. Okay. The next thing you need to show is journey content. You need to show how your life is factored into your health and fitness. You need to show what you eat. You need to show how you train. You need to show social occasions. You need to tell stories about when you've managed to work things in and when you haven't. You need to share and document your journey, okay? The best way of doing this would be set yourself a goal and document the journey of you reaching that goal. The closer the goal is to the goal that the clients want, the more powerful this is going to be, all right? And then the final piece of content that you make, you can call it inspirational or aspirational. I always second guess myself for my spelling when I'm doing these YouTubes. Okay, inspirational, aspirational, you can interchange the words. They mean slightly different things, but it both works for this instance, okay? You need to show people what life is like after they get in shape. This is going to come through stories, examples, raw moments. This is you sharing what it's like to be in shape. Now, you can do this either through the lens of you or your clients. So when you post client results, you talk about how their life improved, the things that they were able to do, whether they were able to make more money because they had more energy, whether they had a better relationship with the partner because they had more confidence, whether they were able to have a better relationship with the kids because they weren't tired all the time and they were on top of the weight, the way their self-confidence improved because they weren't worried about people judging them and things like that. You need to tell those stories, okay? And you also need to show how your life isn't affected by those things. You need to show how you have a great relationship with your partner because you have mutual attraction, because you're confident in yourself. You need to show how you are a better leader for your children because you are in shape and you have these processes. You need to show how you function and perform better at work because you are on top of your health and nutrition and your training, and therefore you are able to work harder and concentrate longer and all of these things. Now, all of those things will depend on the kind of audience that you market towards, because everyone's got different things that they put in a hierarchy, but you need to show what your particular audience want. If you work with business owners, think about what are the main things that they want out of their life. They want stable partnerships, they want a happy family, they want to make more money. Show how being in shape does that, because that's the problem. People don't show that. They just assume that people know their life is going to improve when they get in shape. And what happens if people aren't constantly reminded, this is how good your life's going to be when you get this result? People will just automatically, as soon as it gets hard, as soon as they have to make a decision, as soon as they have to pay money, go, it's probably not make that much difference anyway. I don't really need this that much. It's not really going to make that much of a difference to my life. You need to consistently hammer home the process of, this will improve your life. These are the things that are going to happen to you. These are the benefits that you're going to get. And that is how your content needs to be structured. Now, there's lots of different ways. I've done loads of videos on different kinds of like day-by-day content strategies. But this video, I wanted to show you the high-level stuff. I wanted you to really think about what your marketing is actually doing and the reasons behind doing it, the thoughts that that puts in the viewer's head, and the journey that that takes them on from somebody that's sort of interested in getting in shape to thinking that you're the only person that they want to work with. And the only way of doing that is hitting each of these three buckets. So this is one bucket of content, this is the second bucket of content, and this is the third bucket of content, okay? This might have sent a light bulb off in your head and you're going, fuck, I'm not doing any of that, okay? Now, you've got two options. You can watch my other YouTube videos and figure it out, or my team can handle this for you. My team can interview you, find out all the information that we need to make, and we can plan your social media day by day for you with your individual things and stories and life and everything weaved into it. So all you need to do is create the content that we tell you to create, line by line, word by word. Okay. If you want us to help you with that, click the link below. There'll be an application form down there. Just fill in your details and we can assess how and if we can do this for you, and how we can help you improve your business because of it. Okay. But hopefully that was useful. That was more theoretical than tactical, but I think it's something that people really need to learn and understand in order to make good content. Ask any questions in the comments. I'll see you next time.